bow our head in prayers.
Did you share the song?
Dear parents, we are delighted to have you with us for this orientation session designed to provide you with essential insight into your child's academic journey. In grade 12, this session aims to familiarize you with the curriculum, expectation, and
Continue,
this session aims to familiarize you with the curriculum, expectation, and strategies to support your child's success in the crucial year ahead. We are pleased to inform you that classes for grade 12 for the academic year 2025-2026 will commence on 12th March by 7 a.m. Our teachers are fully prepared to guide and mentor students, and all arrangements have been made to ensure a smooth transition and a warm welcome to our learners.
Principal
We
is
now
going.
extend a warm welcome to our Principal Sir, Mr. Prabhakaran P. to deliver the welcome address.
Thank you, ma'am. Respected parents, Vice Principal, other members of the staff, a warm welcome to everybody. I would like to welcome all the parents of grade 12 who are attending this today's parents orientation program. And certainly, I would like to congratulate the grade 12 handling teachers for their meticulous planning. I was really happy about their planning, the academic side and non-academic side, activities, plans, programs. Really, it is excellent one. And certainly, this planning is going to be executed without any deviation and going to land up or going to fetch very good result in the coming academic year. On behalf of myself and the members of a school management committee, I would like to congratulate all the students, those who are promoted from grade 11 to grade 12 and going to appear for the grade 12 examination in the academic year 2025-2026. And no doubt, the team, ISB team is going to implement the program and they are going to take it very seriously from day one onwards. As per the schedule, the portions will be completed by October and classes will be extended up to 4 o'clock. And we are going to train the students both engineering basis, IIT, JEE and NEET examination basis. It means in-depth teaching and learning is going to happen inside the classroom. May I request all the parents to send their children regularly to school and make them to learn on a daily basis instead of postponing or instead of making them to prepare only before the examinations. Thanks for the senior secondary department for arranging a weekly test and arranging a periodic test, as well as whatever the test it may be. And these tests are need-based, based upon the need, based upon the mark allotment of the chapters. The tests are flexible and they are going to conduct it. As planned earlier, we are going to invite many resource persons from outside, apart from our regular teaching, and they are going to clear the doubts of our teachers. These resource persons may be a senior most staff of other schools or from colleges, or some of the textbook authors also have accepted to clear and visit our school physically or digitally to clear the doubts of our grade 12 students. Once again, on behalf of myself and all other members, I like to wish all the grade 12 students to have a prosperous, fun-filled and productive and progressive academic year 2025-2026. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, for your valuable words. We now extend a warm welcome to our Vice Principal, Ms. Ambika Padmanabhan, who will brief us on essential information to kickstart the academic year smoothly. Ma'am, please.
Yeah. Thank you, Veena ma'am. Yes. Good morning, everyone. It is with great pleasure that we welcome you all to this online parent orientation program for grade 12 at Indian School Bausha. A special welcome to you, Prabhakaran sir, head of the departments, coordinators, esteemed faculty members, dear parents and students. We are happy to see your presence here today, which reflects your dedication and commitment to academic success, and we truly appreciate your time. The transition to grade 12 is a significant milestone in a student's academic journey. As we all embark on this crucial year, it is essential to have a clear understanding of expectations, assessment patterns, and the roadmap ahead. So we have planned this session thoughtfully to provide you all insights into the academic structure, examination policies, and assessment criteria. We'll be discussing strategies, how you as parents can support students learning, how as educators we can support them in their time management and overall well-being, address key concerns regarding syllabus coverage, attendance, discipline, and home revision, strengthen the collaboration between parents, teachers, and students for a successful academic year. We at Indian School Bausha firmly believe that when parents and educators work hand in hand, students achieve their best potential. So without further ado, let me begin today's session with great enthusiasm and a shared goal of making this academic year a rewarding experience for our students. Once again, a heartfelt welcome to all of you. Let me share my presentation. Yes, you should be able to see my screen. Now, we have named it as a visionary vault. Now, what is a visionary vault? We have named it as visionary vault because it's a repository of our ideas, of our innovative projections. It's a collection of groundbreaking ideas, forward-thinking strategies, and creative solutions that we will be offering for our students, for our parents to empower growth and inspire change. As we all know, we will be following the CBSE curriculum. So what is the objective of the curriculum? So CBSE stresses a lot on holistic development of our students. So it's not just the physical growth, not just the intellectual growth. It's a combination of physical, intellectual, and social development of our students. Here, we don't emphasize only on rote learning. We try to enhance their competencies. We have a lot of general and specific teaching and assessment objectives To make learning competency-based, we also teach our learners how to apply their knowledge and skills in real-life problem-solving scenarios. We emphasize value-based education. We have a lot of learner-centered methodologies to teach our students. We also try to inculcate 21st century skills, and we try to have an inclusive education at our school. We try to strengthen knowledge and attitude related to the livelihood skills, enable them to have a better understanding of multicultural learning, and we also try to inculcate environmental education. Now, to talk about the pedagogical practices that is being followed by our facilitators, we focus on learner-centric methodologies. We get to know what are the needs of our learners, and we follow methodologies which help our students to have a better understanding of the concepts. We give them various projects where they can work collaboratively. To talk about the lesson plans which will be made by the teachers, NEP had given a fantastic learning process, which is called the Panchapadi or Panchadi, where we have a 5-step approach where we introduce the topic to the students. We deliver lectures and use other methodologies to give them the conceptual understanding, give them more practice, teach them how to apply the learning in real life scenarios, and also we give them opportunities for research. So almost all the lesson plans that our teachers make will have various resources which will be used by them for enabling better understanding of the concepts. We have assessment items. We take feedback from the students, what went right, what went wrong, how it can be made better. So all these components are included in our lesson plans. We also try to integrate various disciplines. We provide cross-curricular linkages in our teaching. We try to inculcate 21st century skills. This is like a fancy term, but at Indian School Bausha, we give them various opportunities to develop their creativity, critical thinking, communication, collaboration, which fall under the learning skills. We give them a lot of digital skills. They make a lot of presentations. They develop their own digital portfolio. So by giving them various opportunities, we give them opportunities to develop their learning, literacy, and life skills. So the subject combinations will be the same as what they were learning in grade 11, because we have already registered them under CBSE with their subject choices. Now, the timings here are proposed timings, which will be in effect from April 6th. Now, from tomorrow when the school reopens, we'll be following the old timings only. There won't be any change in the timings. Entry time and exit time will remain the same. Tomorrow, the dispersal will be at 1 p.m. So from April 6th, we have come up with a new timing. The reporting will be between 6:50 to 7 a.m. and assembly will be conducted between 7 a.m. and 7:15 a.m. Now, children who will be dropped by parents, kindly ensure you will not drop them at 7:15. We want them to be at campus by 7 a.m. itself. So you can drop them early by 6:50, no problem. But don't drop them late by 7:15, because there will be a lot of announcements made during the PA assembly. There will be a lot of values that will be conveyed through PA assembly. So kindly ensure that the child is available at campus by 7 a.m. So the first period, from first period to sixth period, it will be 40 minutes period. And then they will have 10 minutes of break. And 7th, 8th, and 9th period will be for a duration of 35 minutes. We have revised the time schedule so that they get a lot of time for their academic learning. Now, coming to the examination pattern, the last batch of grade 12, they had 3 periodic tests followed by the pre-board examination. Now, for this batch, what we have done is in term 1, they will have pre-midterm assessment, which will be for 30 marks, which will be conducted in the month of May. Midterm assessment will be conducted in the month of September. They will be writing an 80 marks paper. In the month of, by October end, we will be completing the syllabus. So by November, they will be writing their terminal assessment, which will be for 80 marks. December, they will be taking up their pre-board first examination, and by January, they will be taking their second pre-board examination. Besides these major assessments, there will be a weekly test on every Sunday. A detailed schedule will be shared with you. Start of every month, you will be getting the weekly test schedule and the marks will be shared with the parents. So as you can see, all the main subjects, the core subjects will be having around 8 periods of time. Now there will be periods allotted for the lab also for the practicals. Now they will be taken to the lab where they'll be performing the experiments and noting down their observations. So this is for the commerce students. Now, moving on to the initiatives that we have planned for our learners. So we'll be looking at initiatives that can be categorized under these headings. We have subject-specific initiatives, which will focus on how to improve their scores, how to make learning better, assessment and evaluation enhancements, against how we can give them more practice, what will be the learning that we as educators get from those assessments. Now, as they are in grade 12, they need to focus on their readiness for future career. Research and innovation at Indian School Bowsher, we want to inculcate a culture of research and innovation amongst our learners. So what are the initiatives that we are planning to take? We will also talk about with the various hands-on experiences that we will be giving to them, whatever competitions we are planning to conduct for them, we'll be briefing about it. And of course, we want our students to be involved in community engagement and social responsibility activities. So today we are going to look at all these initiatives. To start with, let's focus on the subject-specific initiatives. We have two types of, extra sessions, I should say. The first session will be the core clarity, which is the concept mastery workshop. Now, the regular teaching, regular school hours will be used for completing the syllabus. So teachers will go to the class, they will focus on completing the lessons. But in case a child has not understood the topic properly or they need more drilling in that particular concept, then it will be conducted after the school hours, that is between 2:30 to 4. So core clarity will focus on, ensuring better understanding of the concept. So it can be like a remedial or enrichment session. As sir had pointed out, principal sir had pointed out, it will be done using in-house faculty, or if it is required, we will also invite external resource person to come and have a session for our students. The second type of the extra session will be power prep, which is a competitive session for IIT, JEE, NEET, and for commerce students. We'll also have for CUET, which will be conducted for 2 days in a week. So for all these extra sessions, a detailed schedule will be shared well in advance so that you can plan it out. Now, transportation will also be available for these extra sessions. Please note that. The next subject-specific initiative will be ScoreSure. Now, our HODs and other teachers will be briefing you about the extra reference material that will be helpful for their particular subject. Besides them, we will also be preparing in-house study material. Now, this is something that Indian School Bowsher, we are going to pioneer this kind of resource where we will be curating questions, previous papers from various resources, and it will be compiled as a single resource which can be referred to by our students. The next one, we will also give them an interdisciplinary learning project, which will be assigned to them as a summer break assignment. And we also have come up with an idea called peer teaching program, which we have named as Peer Ed, peer education. So in short, we will be calling it as Peerhead, Learn, Share, and Grow, which is a collaborative learning initiative by students. So to teach is to learn twice. If I want to master a concept, if I want to gain expertise over a particular concept, if I teach, I can do that. So with that motto, what we have done is we will be giving topics to students. So they will be coming and teaching their peers or their groups so that they deepen their understanding and the other group also gets to know a lot about that particular topic. So that will be Peer Ed initiative. Then we will be administering a learning style inventory to our learners. Now, how will this help us? Now, as an educator, I need to know what is the learning style of a student, because that will help me to, frame my teaching strategies or teaching methodologies. So we will be administering a VARK inventory. So some children could be visual learners, some could be auditory, some like to read and write. So we want to know what is their reading style. And accordingly, we will ensure all the visual learners are put together and they are given a lot of visual inputs for better recalling. So that will be done by us. And this time we are going to give a holistic progress card to students of grade 12. What is this holistic progress card? Now, many times you would have attended till grade 12, you must have attended a lot of PFMs where you'll be getting a progress card listing out the marks scored by the student. But this holistic progress card will focus on the achievements of the student in the area of sports, in the area of arts, music, dance. So it will focus on the overall progress of the child in the school. Moving on to the assessment and evaluation enhancements, with immense pride, we would like to announce that Indian School Bowsher will be partnering with Edpuzzle. Now, this Edpuzzle will be like learning at the comfort of home. Now, after school hours, when an assignment is given to a student, the teachers are not able to track whether the student has watched the video, has taken up the assessment. Now, through Edpuzzle, the student can watch a video, an explanation video. In between the video, there will be some questions coming up. It is like using a chunk and chew methodology where questions will pop out at regular intervals. The student can attempt the test or the questions that are posted in between the videos. And once they complete watching the videos, the assessment score will get reflected on the Google Classroom. So this can be like a part of internal assessment for the teachers. So we'll be integrating Edpuzzle into Google Classroom this year. And we are also going to do a detailed data analysis. Many a times parents don't turn up for PFM. Teachers try calling the parents, but there is no response. So this time we want parents to have a clear indicator of a student's performance right from the beginning, start of the year. So using data analysis, we will be tracking their growth. We'll be tracking their performance in different areas. We'll be getting their we'll be having a detailed performance dashboard, and this will also help to serve as an early warning system. Now, moving on to the career and higher education readiness. As we all know, after grade 12, they need to move to colleges, universities. But many of our students need to know how they can build up their profile, how to write an application, and how to attend interview for global universities. So we will be partnering up with external agencies so that the students are made aware about all these procedures. And we will also have an industry connect sessions because they should be future ready. So we will try to invite professionals, briefing them about various career paths, industry trends, and what are the required skill sets for our learners. If they have to choose a particular career, what skills are expected out of them. So we will be having professionals from different fields. So we'll have industry connect sessions. And then we will have global exchange programs. We want our students to get the feel of how students in other schools prepare themselves to face the challenges of the real world. So there will be some projects given to them where they will collaborate with students from other international schools. We will also give them opportunities for internship and shadowing programs. During the winter break, we had announced an internship, but we were informed that only 2 students had taken part, had made use of the internship opportunities. Now, dear parents, this is where your role comes in. To be future ready, we want our students to go the extra mile to take up internship opportunities, to take up research opportunities. They have to balance their academics and, all these internship opportunities also. So when the school is informing you about internship opportunities, about collaboration projects, please follow up with your child, whether they are, whether they are registered for it, whether they are attending the program. It's like building up their profile. So this is where we need your support. Now, as I mentioned earlier, we need to inculcate a culture of research and innovation in our learners. So we will be motivating them to conduct research and publish their work. And there will also be small academic hackathons. We'll be informing you about it, where children will be given a real life scenario, asking them to solve a problem, which will be conducted as a competition. So we have named it as academic hackathons. And we are also going to give them platforms to showcase their potential, their hidden talents, their interest. So we will have competitions which will be organized by Department of English and Languages, Fine Arts, Computer Science, Mathematics, and PE will focus on sports competitions. So I've listed out a few competition. More details will be given by the respective HOD. So we have BizWiz Quest, which will be a business competition. And we have Infinity Awards by by Department of Mathematics, Editorial Challenge by Department of English, SkyQuest by the Department of Science. It is not that children are focused only on academics. It is very important that they take care of their mental health, about their physical health. So there will be a session on Bloom Health and Wellness session, which will be conducted for them. We are also planning to have ISB Global Summit, which will be an MUN. So all these platforms will ensure that our learners get adequate opportunities to bring out their hidden potential. Now, today we are having this Kickstart to Success parent orientation. We really mean when we say it is Kickstart to Success, because we want to take you together with us along with our students for success. So other than that, we will also have parental pathways. What is this parental pathways? Because many times parents are not aware what are the special needs of their children and what are the accommodations, provisions given by CBSE if a child has any special need, which could be a low vision or which could be a dyslexic. So for these students also, CBSE has been friendly enough to give them provisions. So we want to educate parents on these accommodations and provisions which are offered by CBSE for the board examination. So you will have a session for that. And we want our students to take up certain social responsibility, engage them in social initiatives. Now, herbal heritage is like where we want them to know about the different herbs, their medicinal qualities. So that will be one of the project where they will be involved in. Again, here it is purely out of interest and on a voluntary basis. And we want them to take some sessions for the elderly people who really want to learn and implement something on the digital side, but they are not, but there is nobody to teach them. So we want our learners to engage themselves in, probably a session for the elderly people to learn MS Word or learn typing skills. So this is one of the service learning project. Involving themselves in these projects will help them to build their profile, which will be very useful for their university admissions. And we want, as mentioned, we want to take parents together. We care about our parents. So there will be nutrition and fitness challenge, which will be organized by the Department of Physical Education. And from Fine Arts Department, we will have an art therapy workshop. We really know, we care for you. We know, you work hard for your children. You don't find time to take care of yourself or to vent out your emotions. So we are going to give you an opportunity through art therapy workshop to understand the therapeutic power of art. Every time you must have attended a parent-teacher meeting or a parent-facilitator meeting where teacher speaks, you listen to it, you share your concerns, and then you walk out of the room. But what is the role of the student here? So we have brought in a twist to the conventional parent-facilitator meeting here, which we have named as Voices of Growth. It is going to be truly a voice of growth because here we are going to empower our learners. They will come up with their achievements or their drawbacks or their issues, concerns. So if the PFM is going to be conducted in the month of May, we want our student to list out what he has done in the month of March and April. So he will list out like in which competition he has taken part, in which social initiative he has taken part, what are his learnings, and how he has accomplished himself in different areas. Regarding subject, in which subject he needs to work hard. So it's a time of self-reflection for the student. So every student will be preparing this presentation, and during the collaborative meeting, he will be presenting it, followed by the teacher, where teacher will be sharing her feedback about the student. And then the parent also comes up with, what support they are offering at home or where, what other help support is required from the school side. So it's going to be a student-led interactive parent facilitator meeting. So regarding the major events for this year, it will be investiture ceremony. Again, it will be on a democratic basis. We will have election to choose the head boy, head girl. We will have annual academic awards based on their performance in grade 11. Sports day will be in the month of August. annual day. Your annual day, we will not be making it compulsory for grade 12 students to participate. But however, if the parent feels that the child needs to participate, a grade 12 student who needs to participate in annual day, you can write to us. We will do the needful. Otherwise, we are not going to include them because annual day will be in the month of December, which will be a crucial time for them. They will be having their pre-board examination. So we really don't want to disturb them. But if you feel that your child can manage both annual day rehearsals and pre-board examination, you can write to us. We'll do the needful. We will also have the graduation ceremony for grade 12 students. We will be taking them on an excursion also. So from the school side, we are all geared up for the academic year, for the new academic year. We are all prepared to train our students to ensure success. So we'll be having weekly tests, assemblies, score clarity session, power prep sessions. We will have student-led PFMs. And we will also provide them opportunities to showcase their talents. We'll be giving them a lot of resources. This year, we have the first batch of grade 10 and 12 students giving their board examination at Indian School Bowsher itself. So next year also, our students will be giving the board exam in our school itself. So as we try to give our best to our students, as parents, we also request some support from you. So our first request is stay connected with the teacher. When I say stay connected with the teacher and the school, I mean that you please track what is the examination schedule, what is the syllabus for the examination, what is the syllabus that needs to be completed on a monthly basis. And instead of sharing it on a social media, whatever concerns you have, kindly voice it out to the concerned authority so that we can take action at the right time. And then create a positive, steady environment. You know, the child has moved to grade 12, allot him a room or space where he can sit and study without any distraction, where they can store their study materials without any disturbance. Ensure a healthy lifestyle. Probably the child will be sleeping late at night and getting up late in the morning. Now, it may not help for a child who has moved to grade 12. It's a crucial time. So right from the beginning, the child has to maintain a healthy lifestyle. Kindly ensure that the child gets enough sleep and has nutritious diet. Another request, this is from the Department of Counseling. They have a request telling like parents, kindly have realistic goals with your child. Don't expect something beyond what they can do. Of course, from the school side, we will put in our best effort. We will try to push the child to give their best, but don't have unrealistic expectation and don't penalize the child for our unrealistic expectations. And very important, review the progress. As mentioned, we will be doing a data analysis. We will be tracking the progress of the child. So as parents, you also kindly ensure you attend the PFM. You are progressing. The more we care, the more results we'll be getting from our child. Support their mental health, and very important, to do all these initiatives, a lot of efforts goes into this. Our teachers are working day and night to support your student, to support your child. So kindly ensure you make the fee payment at the right time. You will need to make CBSE registration fee, which is not included in the school fee. So you'll be getting intimation about it. So once you get intimation, kindly ensure you make the payment at the right time. So communication channel, yes, our teachers are available on WhatsApp, which is a very convenient tool for faster information. So we are available on WhatsApp. We are available on Google Classroom. Whatever said and done, we still expect formal communication from parents regarding leave request and yearly exit. One request that we have is please don't plan your child's vacation based on your vacation, because we have already conveyed when is the summer break, when is the winter break. Kindly amend your vacation as per their availability, because we don't want our learners to miss the teaching or learning time. Ensure regular attendance. Even if they miss one session, they are going to miss on their learning. So you are paying fees. We are offering a service. Kindly make use of it. Ensure that the learner attends school regularly. Check the Google Classroom, whether you are getting worksheets posted. As mentioned earlier, kindly bring it to our notice if that is not happening at the right time so that we can check on it and we can ensure like the worksheets are posted regularly on Google Classroom. So that is all from my side regarding the various initiatives. We are very hopeful of success and we want you also to support us by believing in us, by trusting in us. If you feel you have any concerns, then you can write to me at viceprincipal@isboman.com. After this session, we will be posting a spotlight document highlighting the various features of our school. And you will also be getting the annual syllabus plan of grade 12 science stream and commerce stream. So before start of the session, we are ensuring like the parents are prepared, the students are prepared, and our educators are prepared. Thank you very much. Over to you, Veena.
Thank you, ma'am, for providing the valuable insights for the upcoming academic year. Dear parents, please use the chat box to ask your queries during the online orientation. Now, to take us through this important session, I am delighted to invite Ms. Pilsey David, Head of the Department English, to present the orientation on English. Pilsey, ma'am.
Thank you, Veena ma'am. I hope my screen is visible.
Yes, ma'am.
Good morning, everyone, and a warm welcome to all our students and parents. It's an honor to have you here for the grade 12 orientation program for the academic year 25-26. This session is designed to provide an overview of the academic journey ahead, particularly focusing on the English syllabus, exam pattern, and strategies for success. Importance of English in grade 12. English is not just another subject. It's a skill subject that enhances communication, critical thinking, and writing abilities. Mastering English will not only help students excel in their board exams, but also prepare them for competitive exams such as IELTS and TOEFL. Strong language skills are essential for higher education and future professional career. Overview of the English syllabus. Our English curriculum consists of two key textbooks, Flamingo and Vistas, both published by the National Council of Education Research and Training. In Flamingo, the syllabus includes both prose and poetry selections. When it comes to Vistas, the supplementary reader has a set of prose as it's shown on the screen. Grade 12 overview, the syllabus. Under reading skills, where questions from the unseen passages will be asked, we have a few topics in writing skills like letter writing, notice writing, article writing, speech writing, etc. In the literature section, we have questions from both Flamingo and Vistas. Monthly syllabus plan. A structured monthly syllabus plan has been developed to ensure the timely completion of the curriculum, including reading, writing, and literature. This plan outlines a schedule commencing from in March and concluding by the end of October. Monthly breakdowns of the syllabus will be distributed for reference and preparation. As you can see on the screen, it's been given very clearly. Exam pattern and marking scheme. The English assessment is divided into 4 key sections. Section A, reading comprehension of 22 marks. Section B, creative writing skills of 18 marks. Section C, literature, including Flamingo and Vistas of 40 marks. Under the internal assessment, we have the assessment of listening, speaking, portfolio, ASL, altogether it comes for 20 marks. Internal assessment and project. Students will be assessed on their listening and speaking skills, which hold 5 marks each. Project work and Viva together account for 10 marks. As per the CBSE guidelines, students will receive proper instructions for the ASL project. The guidelines are displayed on the screen for your reference. This will be shared with the students for the preparation. The assessment of the portfolio will be based on content quality, accuracy, adherence to deadlines, clarity of thoughts, creativity, and teamwork. To enhance students' spoken and listening skills, we provide training session for the ASL project as well as the orientation and preparation for the IELTS exam. In the current academic year, many students have successfully cleared the IELTS with a 7.5 band, showcasing their capability to face competitive exams. Some reports are displayed for your reference. When it comes to competition in the current academic year, students will have opportunities to participate in various competitions to showcase their skills and talents. We will have two internal competitions. One is editorial writing competition and inter-house literary competitions. The details and assessment criteria will be shared as per the schedule. Under the guidelines of CBSE, we will be conducting CBSE Budding Orders Program and CBSE Expression Series. The details of these two competitions will be shared as per the CBSE notifications. Additionally, the department will support students in participating in the English Olympiad. Effective learning strategies for students. Read textbooks and journals regularly. Maintain a notebook for literature and one for writing. Practice writing long answers within the word limit. Develop time management skills and focus on the NCERT textbooks. When it comes to the role of parents, parents play a vital role in supporting students' learning journeys. So here are some ways you can help us. Encourage daily reading habits, ensure assignments are completed on time, motivate self-study and discussion, encourage consistent revision, monitor screen time and distractions, and provide emotional support. From the department, we will support the students with PowerPoint presentations, comprehensive notes, doubt clearing sessions, worksheets, and supplementary links. We will focus on the different learning strategies such as addressing value-based questions, competency-based questions, previous year's question papers, ongoing evaluation of skills, peer correction, and feedback. We believe that with the right approach, dedication, and consistent effort, our students will achieve great success. Let us work together, students, teachers, and parents, to make this academic year a rewarding experience. Thank you for your time and participation. Wishing you our children the very best for their grade 12 journey. Over to Ms. Veena.
Thank you, Pilsi ma'am. Now I would like to call upon Ms. Reena, Head of the Department Mathematics, to present an overview of mathematics.
Thank
Reena,
you, Veena. I'll share the screen.
Dear parents, please use the chat box to ask your question during the online orientation session. Yes, ma'am.
Good morning, dear parents and students. Welcome to the Department of Mathematics Orientation for Grade 12 at Indian School Bowsher. We are excited to embark on this academic journey and to discuss the roadmap of the subject mathematics. We believe that the book of nature is written in the language of mathematics, and we are here to help you learn the language. The points of discussion is meeting our team, textbook course and structure, annual syllabus plan, question paper pattern and internal assessment, initiatives, and competitions. Myself, Ms. Reena, will be teaching grade 12A and 12B this academic year. Textbooks, we have NCERT books for class 12, both part 1 and part 2. These are essential for building a strong foundation. Additionally, we'll be using the NCERT exemplar for grade 12, which provides a variety of practice problems and helps deepen the understanding of the concepts. These are few of the reference books, which is good for additional practice. We have ML Agarwal mathematics textbook. We have R.D. Sharma, which is catering to higher order questions. We have Exam Idea. Apart from this, we have even PYQs, which we will be giving the students in course of time. Now, let's look at the course structure. We have relations and functions, which are 8 marks, algebra, which carries 10 marks, calculus, 35 marks, vectors and three-dimensional geometry, 14 marks, linear programming, 5 marks, probability, 8 marks. So the total marks for the written examination is 80. The annual syllabus plan for this academic year. In March, we will be completing 2 chapters, relations and functions and inverse trigonometric functions. In April, we'll be doing matrices and determinants. In May, we'll be doing continuity, differentiability and linear programming. In July, we'll be doing integrals. In August, we'll be still continuing with integrals because it's a lengthy chapter. Along with it, we'll have application of integrals. In September, we'll be doing differential equations and vector algebra. In October, we'll be doing three-dimensional geometry and probability. By the end of October, we'll be completing the syllabus for mathematics. Now, for the subject mathematics, we have 20 marks objective questions and 60 marks subjective questions. In objective type, we have 18 MCQs and 2 assertion reasonings. In section B, which is subjective, we will have very short answer questions of 2 marks each, 6 short answer type of 3 marks each, 4 long answer type of 5 marks each. And this section E has course-based and case-based passage questions, which has a subdivision of 2 questions. Our internal assessment for mathematics will be for 20 marks, which will be internally done in our school. In that 20 marks, the division goes as 5 marks for periodic test, 5 marks for year-end viva, 5 marks for practical and record, and 5 marks for year-end practical test. Now, these are the initiatives taken by the mathematics department. We have art integrated activities, which is math in real life. We have peer teaching, we have project, we have remedial measures and enrichment classes, which will be starting from the beginning of the academic year. We have weekend challenge and series home test before the exams. Now, few of the competitions for the subject math will be Math Olympiad, Canadian Math Team Mathematics Contest, ISTF, which has Mind Over Math, and we will have an internal Infinity War for senior classes, which is where we'll solve, compete, and dominate. Now, these are the expectations from the students. We request the students to attend all the classes regularly and be punctual. You need to engage actively in discussions and problem-solving sessions. Ask questions wherever there is doubt in concept. Mathematics requires consistent practice and solving problems daily. Revise the previous topics regularly to build a strong foundation. Maintain a separate notebook for formulas, theorems, and key concepts. Completion of homeworks and assignments is essential. See that you complete it on time and submit it also on time. And one request to the parents, kindly encourage your students to practice on a daily basis because math cannot be learned without regular practice. And discourage your wards from watching one-shot videos, which is more prevalent now in grade 12 students, because what we do in 2 weeks' time, they think that they can learn in 5 minutes by watching those videos, which is not recommended. These are glimpses of the activities which we have done last year, which will be following this year also. Looking forward for an enriching and productive academic year ahead with you students. Thank you. This is from the Department of Mathematics.
Thank you, ma'am. Now I would like to call upon Mr. Mohammad Ilyas, Head of the Department Science, to share an orientation on science.
Good morning, everyone. Dear parents and students, our Department of Science is welcoming you for the orientation of grade 12. And in this session, we are going to explain you how the Department of Science, what are the activities we are going to conduct, and what are the teaching methodologies or teaching lessons, and how it will be portions completed, all the things we are going to explain. Myself is Mohammad Ilyas, behalf of Science Department. I'm welcoming you all. And as we know that science contains three different parts, physics, chemistry, and biology. Though the students are giving separate examination each, we are going to explain one by one. So welcome to the Department of Science. Physics first we are going to explain. This year physics, we are going to take, two teachers are going to take, myself, Miss Ashwati Vimaldev. We are going to take the grade 12 physics, and we are going to conduct the practicals also. Now, textbooks to refer for the grade 12 is the NCERT part 1 and NCERT part 2. The extra material we can refer Oswald and Exam Area as well as the Together with Physics. These are the extra material where the students can refer and get the knowledge of additional questions. Now, the syllabus for the grade 12, there is a theory syllabus, total 70 marks question paper will be designed. There are total 9 units and 14 chapters, and each unit have the marks is given. This is also there in the CBSE website. Students can refer and they can check that which chapters have the weightage. According to that, they can move on. If you are going the chapter wise, the highest chapter contains the optics, chapter number 4, chapter number 6, which is having the 18 marks, and rest all are distributed approximately nearmost. Month-wise portion we are going to discuss. We are going to start the portions in the month of March, and we are going to end in the October. And each month we are planning 2 chapters, or depend on the chapter length-wise, we can additionally 2.5 chapter also we are going to take in the month. And right, apart of the theory, we have practical examination also. Along the practical examination, where practical examination will be conducted in the school, but external will come from other schools and they're conducted in our schools, and students have to perform the practical well to get the 30 marks. Practical marks will be for 30 marks and theory marks will be for 70 marks. Now, the practical examination will be conducted as procedure, right? 2 experiments, 1 from each section, 2 sections will be given, which will be performed in the academic year, and students have to execute the result. And they have to write also. These papers also will be corrected as per the external examination, how it will be conducted. They will be sent to the board and paper will be collected and students will get the marks. 2 experiments each will be 7 + 7 marks, and practical record student need to complete, and that assignment we will go in the summer break, and that will be contain 5 marks. 1 activity from 1 section it will be given, that is 3 marks. Investigatory project student have to submit, that will get 3 marks. And Viva experiments, on the basis of what experiment done, the examiner will ask the questions, that will be awarded the 5 marks. So total 30 marks will be there. Right. There are some instructions are there where the student need to follow while they are doing the practical inside the school or in the main examination also. First thing is wearing the lab coat is mandatory. Without lab coat, the students cannot be entered into the lab. Separate block lessons for the physics and chemistry will be given in the timetable, where it will be before one day the student need to bring with the notebook. They have to come with the notebook to enter the values, and that value should be entered into the main record book. And this related to the completion of record book as well as the project will be given before the summer break, and summer break can be utilized to complete the projects. Right. Question paper pattern. Question paper pattern will be the same like grade 11, how they have written. Right. Section A contain 18 questions of objective, each 1 mark. And section B contain 7 questions of 2 mark each. And section C contain 3 marks question, 5 they have to write. And section D will be 4 marks and 2 they have to write. Section E will be the long answer type of questions. 5 marks each will be there. 3 answers, 3 questions they have to return. Total it will be 70 marks. However, there will be an internal choice will be given for the long question. Other section also the choices will be given, but there are no overall choices will be given. Internal choice will be given. Right. This is about the Department of Physics. And now we are going to check about the Department of Chemistry. Chemistry also similar to the department how physics will be there. Our teaching faculty will be Mr. Neeraj Kadel, and many more going to be joined. Then according to that, that will be future. It will be classes will go on. Right now we have the faculty of chemistry will be Mr. Neeraj. And textbook for the chemistry will be Chemistry Part 1, Chemistry Part 2. And Exam Idea is an additional resource book where they can follow. They can follow the Oswald also, and also together with chemistry also they can refer. Right. There are total 10 chapters are there in the chemistry, which will be tested for the grade 12 students, and total marks will be 70. The marks for the each chapter is allocated as given as above. And as per that, student can practice and student can prepare for their annual examinations. And month-wise syllabus for the chemistry will be March we are going to start and October we are going to end. And same like that, each month we are going to give the chapters mentioned as first March will be haloalkanes and halogens and alcohol for the phenols. Like that, all the chapter names will be mentioned. Year plan also will be shared with you. With that, you can identify which chapters are going to be complete in the which month. Now, practical for the chemistry also similar to physics. Same like 2 experiments is there, salt analysis and volumetric analysis. Both will contain one experiment need to be done, that is 7 plus 7. Practical record which is need to be written and given by the student, it will contain 5 marks. And one activity from each section will be given as any one section, it will be given as 3 marks. Investigatory project they have to give and they have to complete, that is 3 marks. And Viva based on the experiment which is done, the questions will be asked on that what experiment have completed, on that basis Viva marks will be given, that is 5 from the external. Right here also for the chemistry we need to follow certain rules, that is lab coat is mandatory. 3 practical examination, physics, chemistry and bio. Lab coat is compulsory. Separate block lessons are given for the physics, chemistry and bio. Student need to bring a rough notebook to enter the values while they are performing the practicals. Once they completed, they can enter this value in the record books. So same like physics, investigatory projects and writing notebook work will be given in the summer break itself. Now, question paper pattern is also same like how they have written in the grade 11, as well as the physics and chemistry patterns are similar to both are containing 70 marks. Objective type questions will be 18. And each question, 18 questions will be there. Each question will be contain 1 mark and total 18 marks will be there. Very short answers will be 7. Each question contain 2 marks, so 14 marks. Short answers are there. 5 they have to write. Each question contain 3 marks and 15 marks. Case-based questions are 2. Then 4 into 2 will be 8 marks. And long answer questions are 5 marks each and they have to write 3 answers. Overall, it will be 70 marks. Now, this is from the Department of Chemistry and now Department of Biology. So biology, we are going to have 2 faculty, Miss Veena Sharma and Dr. Sujata Natarajan. These 2 faculty will take the grade 12 batches this year. And prescribed book is NCERT Biology and Oswald, Examedia as well as Together with Biology. These are the preferred books for the children to get more knowledge from the regarding the subject. Now, there are total 5 units are there in the biology and there are 70 marks. The units marks are given diversity of living organisms 15, structural organization and plants animals is 10, cell structure and function is 15, plant psychology is 12 and human psychology is 18. So total 70 marks are there. Practical also same. The rules are same for the practicals. Now here we have one major and minor experiment. Major experiment contains 5 marks and minor experiment contains 4 marks. Slide preparation will be 5 marks and spotting will be 7 marks. Practical record and Viva will be 4 marks. Investigatory project as well as a Viva for the examination will be 5 marks. So total 30 marks. Here also lab coat wearing for the doing experiment is mandatory. Notebook also the student has to bring and they have to write, enter the values, and here they have to return the project, return the experiment at the same time and they have to submit to the teacher. And then signature of the LF will be, they have to take at the time when they are entering the values. Right, this is about the practicals. Now, notes, revision and assignment, what the student whole year they have to do. Students should take down the lecture notes while the teachers are teaching in the class. That is the most important first mode of understanding. So student can preparation more over that. They can explain their own notes. They can prepare their own notes based on the what teacher has explained in the class. Preparation of simple notes with value points must go through for the learning for them, that will be help for their learning. Notes, worksheets, sample questions will be given. Guideline for the student to prepare themselves for the examinations. However, we are posting the worksheets, additional material and related to the notes will be also posted in the Google Classroom. Previous year question papers also will be shared with the students to check the how the questions are framing among that what they have studied. At times what will happen when they are studying, they are understanding in the easy language. But while they are writing, that language or that way of writing will not work in the examination. So there are some particular preparation method need to be written in the examination to get the marks. So that the notes, the questions, the extra material will help them how to get the marks. to make the topic simple and explain, the teachers will give examples, but that examples students cannot write in the exam to get the marks. So that will be explained in the classes, how to write the answers, and notes also given to them, and study material also given to the students to follow after that how examination will be conducted. However, there are competitions there overall Department of Science and other departments also, but internal competitions we will not prefer for the grade 10 and 12 students. We want the main competitions like board conducting competition. There are 3 competitions which the Board of Oman will conduct, that is STI, Science India Forum, and Young Laureate Professor. In these 3 events, last year our students performed well. SIF, we won the Rolling Shield, and STI, we won the 5th position, and some events like Code Canvas and On the Spot project, we got the A and A+. And Young Laureate Professor is a event where the student can explain the topic to the other school students. So it will help the student to get the more knowledge. There also our student performed well. This year also we are encouraging the student to participate to get the knowledge, and this event will help them to do academically well. Right, academic planning. After the completion of each chapter, class notes and worksheet related chapter will be provided. Student need to write the answer on the worksheet question, submit before the deadline, and class test after the completion of each chapter will be there. There is one test, weekly test will be there when every Sunday will be conducted. When the day of physics, chemistry, and biology, the regular examination will be conducted. But apart of that, any chapter completed after that, separate test will be conducted by the subject teacher. There will be a remedial classes, enrichment classes, and competitive classes will be there in the afternoon sessions, where the children depend on their knowledge, and whichever topic they did not understand, according to that, we will plan the additional classes for the student from the beginning itself. Right, this is for the parents and students. Students have to revise the practice works on daily basis, and student complete the worksheet on the assigned time, need to submit physically. Here we are requesting from the Department of Science to the parents and students, do the work on the regular basis. Don't put the work overall after the completion of portion, because physics and chemistry require a lot of practice along with the biology, where everyday work will make your work easier. And we are requesting one more thing, summer break. Summer break and winter break are the 2 opportunities for the students where they get the maximum number of break. So summer break should be properly utilized, and where the students should complete till that portion. And when they come back after the summer break, they should be ready to give the examination. That will make the children confident, and as well as, any doubt, anything is there, they can clarify at the time, and which will help for the annual examination. Mostly generally the students will take the holidays, and in the holidays they will do their activities. But we are requesting, along with the activities, please concentrate in the studies also, because this grade 12 required a lot of concentration, lot of practice. And we are there to help you, and we want your help to do much better. This is from the Department of Science. Thank you for your cooperation.
Thank you, sir. Now, to take us through the important session, I'm delighted to invite Ms. Manju to facilitate an orientation for computer science.
Good morning. I hope I'm audible.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, thank you, ma'am. Dear parents, here we are to check with an orientation for class 12 computer science. Let me take you into the syllabus and other materials which we are going to provide for the student. My name is Mrs. Manju Bhargavi. This is my mail ID, which you can see it below this one. I'll be guiding the students of class 12A, 12B, and 12C. This is the curriculum of class 12, Computational Thinking and Programming, which you can see it here. This will be for 40 marks, which will be a continuation of previous class 11 portion. Then we have computer networks for 10 marks and database management for 20 marks. This is for theory part. Whereas practical we have, first let me finish the theory, then I'll move to the practical side. Here, these are the portions which we will be completing in the March. Revision 2 for the exceptional handling, file handling, text files, binary files, and CS files. Implementation of stacks, data structures in Python, and then evolution of networking. In networking, we will be teaching about network topologies also. Database concepts, we will be teaching them in the month of September, followed by structured query language will be taught. And in this, the children will be learning about connectivity of Python and SQL database. Here is a split of marks for the practicals. Practical mark is for 13 marks. It is an external mark. Practical will be conducted. So here you can see Python programming where they will be able to do. Practically, the written part will be done in the record notebook. This, I request the students to complete it by the month of December so that it will be easy for them to go through what are the things required for the examination. The next one we have is SQL queries. We have in this 4 query based questions where the connectivity also will be taken as an optional questions. They have to complete minimum 50 programs and they will be having a 5 set of tables to be created. Python SQL connectivity also will be done in the report file. They have a project file which will be based on the concept of class 11 and 12, whatever they have completed. They will have a Viva for 3 marks. This is the textbook which will be following for the NCERT preferred one. And we have a support materials which is available in the CBSE site. So from there also you will be able to download the PDF file. So this is the part which we will be taking into the. And here we have few activities to be conducted for the student. You can see here cyber security awareness program will be done. Cyber ethics seminar and tech quiz competition will be conducted. Python coding club is been actively participating. Students will be doing it. And then web development and software development workshop is also conducted by the CS department. Thank you, parents.
Thank you, ma'am. Now, to take us through this important session, I am delighted to invite Ms. Chitra, Head of the Department, Accountancy, BST, Economics, and Painting.
Good morning, dear parents and students. On behalf of Commerce Department, I welcome you to the orientation for the academic year 2025-26. It is a privilege to introduce our team virtually. We have a strong team of facilitators, Ms. Ambika Padmanabhan, Vice Principal and Business Studies Facilitator, Mr. JP Mishra, Economics Facilitator, Ms. Rija, Marketing Facilitator, Mr. Akash, Painting Facilitator, and myself, Ms. Chitra, Accountancy Facilitator and Head of Department Commerce. Now let's have a look into the textbooks. First, we will start with accountancy textbooks. So we will be following 3 textbooks for accountancy, and that also will be the latest edition 2025. The printing of the book is in progress. That's the reason why we could not distribute the textbook during the book sale. So the textbooks are Accounting for Partnership Firms, Accounting for Companies, and Analysis of Financial Statements. Then Business Studies, we follow the NCERT textbook, Principles and Functions of Management, Business Finance and Marketing. For Economics, it's Introductory Macroeconomics and Indian Economic Development. Though it is mentioned textbook for class 11 here, but it will be taken up for class 12. And regarding painting, a history of Indian art, these 2 are the reference books which will be suggested and taken up by the art facilitator. Regarding the monthly syllabus in accountancy, the breakup is given here. In the month of March, 2 chapters will be taken up. April, again 2. In May, we will be planning to complete 2 chapters and so on. In the month of May, we normally give the projects for other subjects, but in accountancy, it will not be possible because the project will be based on the chapter which will be taught later on. This is purely based on partnership textbook, whereas the project suggested and recommended by CBSE is based on financial statement analysis. So that will be taken up only later, that is after the summer vacation. So after which project information will be floated to the students. And we will be winding up the syllabus in the month of October, like other subjects. And there is a special consideration given to accountancy. 9 periods are allotted in a week, which is not, which is not given for the other subjects. It's purely because of the volume of the subject. As you can see, 3 textbooks, and all 3 are important. And it will take a long time also. And before the summer vacation, we will be trying to complete 1 textbook so that students can make use of the summer break and have their hands-on skill on the full textbook, the full content, the contents of the entire textbook, partnership accounting. Business studies also, before the summer vacation, 9 chapters, almost 8 chapters will be completed, which is considerably a huge volume of syllabus, which again will help the students to make use of the summer vacation wisely. Project work also will be floated so that they will not run short of time immediately after they come back. They can submit the rough draft to the facilitator and get it checked. Regarding economics, both macroeconomics and Indian economy will be taken up simultaneously, and the project work here also will be given before the summer break. Equal importance has to be given for both the subjects. Indian economy is purely theory-based, whereas macroeconomics needs a lot of application, and they need a lot of practice. There are numericals also involved in the same. This is the monthly syllabus for painting. So theory and practicals will be given due importance, as in this subject, practicals carry more marks than the theory. This is a CBSE mark division for accountancy, business studies, economics, and art. For the pure commerce subjects, that is accountancy, business studies, and economics, they follow the same pattern of theory 80 marks and practicals 20 marks. Whereas in art, theory is for 30 marks and practicals will be for 70 marks. The timeline for projects and practical examination. As I discussed earlier, business studies and economics projects will be given before the summer break so that children make use of the time to complete it and give the rough draft for verification as soon as they come back. So suggested changes will be informed by the facilitators, and accordingly they can make the rough project. Regarding accountancy project, I already informed, it will be given in the month of August, and it is a simple project where they have to take the financial data of a company and analyze it. So it will not take much time. However, a time period of 1 to 1.5 months will be given for accountancy also. Regarding the practical exam evaluation, for all the subjects, it will be evaluated by all the subjects here, what I mentioned, it will be evaluated by an external examiner appointed by the CBSE, and this particular evaluation will take place either in the month of December or January, and the assessment criteria will mainly focus on the project file and the viva voce, which will be taken up by the external examiner. Now, these are certain points as both parents and students, you can just note and implement it. Many a times we take the theory subjects to be granted. We just go reading the topics. But, this will lead to loss of, the things which we will forget the things that we have learned. So it's always better to enforce on the daily writing practice. At least 20 to 30 minutes of writing practice will help the child to build clarity, that is in both in aspects of spellings, handwriting, as well as it will improve the speed of writing. Because we see children coming out after the exams and saying that I could not complete the paper. So that shows lack of time management. So to ensure good time management also, writing habit of theoretical papers will definitely help the children. And also past paper practice of theory subjects is mandatory, which is easily available on the CBSE sites as well as on other educational websites also. We will be giving the worksheets after each chapter completion as well. Then study schedule is very important. Children keep, at times, not all, but some students keep the study habit little in a lethargic manner. They study at the last minute, that is the day before the exam. Definitely, there is a capacity of our brain to retain things. So they will not be able to remember all what they have learned in the last minute. So they have to prioritize and give equal importance to all subjects every day 2 to 3 hours of study practice or habitual study habit is mandatory, with some breaks in between. And also, apart from 2 to 3 hours of regular study habit, 30 to 60 minutes of revision of previous day's topic is also suggested. Then moving on to accountancy, there is a lot of calculation involved. And as you know, accountancy is a numerical subject. So a lot of calculations are definitely involved. Now, what I have observed over these years is where in school, children are strictly not allowed to use calculators. But when we give homework, they complete their work just by using the calculator so that they just want to finish it off and move on to the next work, whatever they have to do. But that is completely not advised, because when they actually do it in the exam, they run short of time. Even simple calculations like multiplication, division, all that, they take a pretty long time to complete, which again leads them to incompletion of the entire paper. So please, that's why I've underlined that also, avoid calculator dependence, ensure that they don't use calculators at home. And the homeworks are not just shared with the peers through WhatsApp messages, or they don't take the solution directly from the online sources. And also when they practice sums, they have to have a time for it. The suggested time for practicing sums are, if it's a 6-mark question, the double of time, that is 12 minutes, is what is suggested to be taken. So if the child is able to complete the sum, initially it might take 15 minutes. But slowly, gradually, as they practice, they will be able to reduce the time frame. So timed practice is suggested for subject like accountancy. And the hard or the sad truth is, we have only 6 months of teaching going to happen in the school, regular teaching, I mean to say, excluding the holidays. Because October, we are going to wind up with the syllabus, and we have 3 full textbooks to cover up. And the general tips which I want to inform you is consistency. As you all know, consistency is the key to success. So regular practice, we cannot work out miracles, and we don't have a magic wand with us. So definitely you will have to practice regularly, whether it is theory or numerical, you'll have to practice. Only hard work can lead to success. And one more important thing is being regular to school. And I have observed this, that students, they wake up in the morning, they feel little lazy, they feel like little headache or body pain, they just doze off, they don't come to school. But with the volume of portions that we have to cover up in grade 12, if they don't come to school for one day, they are going to miss out on that particular concept, and the next day when they come, they are totally lost. So dear parents, please ensure that your ward attends the school regularly. So that's very important, and to track the progress. Some parents do not attend the parent facilitator meeting, or they do not have an interaction with the class mentors or the subject facilitators. Kindly ensure that you do have a connect with them. As our VP ma'am rightly mentioned, stay connected, because that is where you get to know the progress of your child. And also kindly check on the class WhatsApp groups, the class groups, the Google Classrooms, and all those things to get to stay updated with whatever is being carried out in school regularly. And moving on to the next one, I'm actually privileged to introduce Business Builders Club, a new initiative by the Commerce Department. And this club was inaugurated by our esteemed principal in the previous academic year, that is 24-25. Through this club, various competitions, workshops, and industrial visits, as well as different activities will be organized, which helps the students get an opportunity to apply the theoretical knowledge in practical scenarios and develop a good understanding of the business world. I am delighted to inform you that we will be hosting the first ever inter-school business quiz in April 2026, known as BizWiz Quest. This event is open to both science and commerce children. We encourage maximum participation, as this will be a valuable opportunity for students to expand their knowledge, enhance their critical thinking skills, and compete with peers from other schools. Further details about the quiz will be shared soon. We look forward for your support in making this event a grand success. I would like to take this opportunity to thank you, dear parents, for taking out your time amidst the busy schedule and joining the session. Have a wonderful day ahead. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Now I would like to invite Mr. Senthil to present the orientation on physical education. Senthil, sir.
Ma'am, you may call the next one.
Hello,
Now
madam. Good morning.
Sir, are you ready with your presentation?
Good morning, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yeah. Good morning. Good morning, everyone. I am Senthil Nathan, Physical Education and Sports Coordinator. Today, I am going to present the grade 12 physical education subject. The physical education. 1 minute. Physical education is not only the scoring subject, also a score subject. It is a main important for the physical education is the students to develop that mental and physical health throughout the. So once the students are choose the subject, they can develop and they can manage their life skill. Presentation. Madam, can you able to see the presentation, ma'am?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Yeah.
Dear parents, your queries will be addressed at the end of the orientation session.
Yes. Now, can you able to see, ma'am?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Oh, sorry to some technical issue. Sorry, ma'am. Okay. The presentation is that academic year 2025 and 2026. So our presentation this year, Mr. Ajay Singh is going to handle the physical education subject for grade 12. Next, we have the textbook. This year, the textbook is Saraswati Publication for Health and Physical Education for grade 12 children. This book is more content and easily understand for the students. So the students can get more scores in this particular subject. And you can see now the physical education reference book. We are providing that more reference book for the physical education students for getting the more scores, and easily they can reach their about 95 marks in that particular subject. So these books, they are providing that question bank and chapter wise solved papers. Slowly. Next, the grade 12 score structure for the chapters. Here totally that grade 12 students for 10 chapters are there. Management or sporting event and children and women in sport, yoga and preventive measures for lifestyle diseases, physical education and sports for CWSN, and sports and nutrition, test and measurement in sports, physiology in injuries in sports, biomechanics and sports, psychology and sports, training in sports. These all 10 chapters in our right side, they provide the weightage of the marks. So the theoretical paper, they are providing 70 marks and practical 30 marks. The practical, the fitness test, there you have to take in that during that examination time. That external it will be in front of that external examiner. We will conduct the 6 marks for that physical fitness test. Proficiency in the game, the child has to supposed to specify in that particular any one of the particular game. So according to that, they will provide 7 marks, and yoga practices 7 marks, and record file we are providing 5 marks. Finally, the Viva, they can get 5 marks. So totally 30 marks for that, they can get that practical. Next. Here, the ISB yearly sports and games 2025 and 2026, two way we are planning to organize our sports competitions. One is intramural and another one extramural. The intramural, it is within the wall. That means inside our campus. In this intramural, we are going to organize inter-house competitions, sports day, inter-class competitions, parent sports day, friendly matches, and other activities such as World Bicycle Day, International Yoga Day, weekly fitness task, and recreational activities. That extramural, that outside of that wall, that means inter-school competitions. Here we will participate the CBSE competitions and the CBSE national games, invitational inter-school competitions, friendly matches, and organize that CBSE competitions. All these intramural and extramurals already we had a wonderful plan. We made it, and it will be shared with very soon with your students. All the sports activities will be finished before October, and after that October they can go for that academics. We will consider the academics. So till October, all the events will be finished. Okay, this is our small presentation. Thank you very much, ma'am.
Thank you, sir. Now, to take us through this important session, I am delighted to invite Miss Manu to present the orientation on psychology. Manu, ma'am.
Thank you, Veena, ma'am. To begin our presentation, I'll start. Good morning, everyone. It's a pleasure to orient you all on Grade 12 Psychology course for the session 2025-26 by Department of Psychology. I, Manu Sharma, psychology teacher, is here to provide you with an overview of the psychology course, its structure, assessment pattern, and expectation. Psychology is a fascinating subject that delves into human thoughts, emotions, and behaviors, helping us understand ourselves and others better. To begin with the course structure, we will divide psychology curriculum into two areas: theory, 70 marks, practical, 30 marks, and the total will be of 100 marks. The prescribed textbook for this course is Psychology Class 12, published by NCERT. This book will serve as a primary resource for learning and reference throughout the year. Each chapter in the syllabus has been assigned specific marks, ensuring a balanced approach to understand various psychological concepts. Here is the distribution. Variation in psychological attributes, 13 marks. Self and personality, 13 marks. Meeting life challenges, 9 marks. Psychological disorders, 12 marks. Therapeutic approaches, 9 marks. Attitude and social cognition, 8 marks. Social influence and group processes, 6 marks. Practical knowledge is an essential component of this course. Students will be required to administer and interpret 5 psychological tests related to intelligence, aptitude, attitude, and personality. Also, 1 project on psychological disorders for better understanding of the subject. The practical component is divided as follows: practical file and case profile, 10 marks, Viva, 5 marks, 2 practicals, 5 for conduct, and 10 marks for reporting. During the practical examination, student will be expected to administer and interpret 2 psychological tests. This hands-on experience will help them to apply theoretical knowledge in real-life scenarios. To ensure a well-structured learning process, the syllabus has been distributed across the academic months. March month, Chapter 1, Variation in Psychological Attributes. April, Self and Personality. And Chapter 3, Meeting Life Challenges. May, Psychological Disorder. June, Project Work. July, Therapeutic Approaches. August, Continuation of Chapter 5. September, Attitude and Social Cognition. October, Social Influence and Group Processes. Project work will be undertaken to enhance practical learning and research skills in the month of June. Question paper pattern. The theory paper will be of 70 marks with the following distribution: remembering and understanding, 25 marks, applying knowledge, 31 marks, formulating, analysis, evaluating, and creating, 14 marks, and the total duration for the exam will be 3 hours. Psychology is not just about studying for exams, but about understanding human behavior in real-life situations. It will equip students with analytical thinking, problem-solving skills, and emotional intelligence, which are crucial for personal and professional success. We are excited to embark on this educational journey together, and please bear with me as I ask my future psychologist to apply the knowledge at home. To actively participate in my homework, they might ask several questions to you and other family members to explore the fascinating world of psychology. Thank you, and we look forward to a successful and enriching academic year.
Thank you, ma'am. Moving forward, I would like to invite Ms. Ashwati to present the orientation on AI and marketing.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Good morning, dear parents and students. Myself, Ashwati. Today's session will be giving you an overview on the skill subject curriculum. As we all know that to make this country of India, it is very important that the youth of India is equally proficient in education as well as skill. Therefore, the NEP and NCF emphasize integrating skill subjects into the school curriculum to equip students with the practical skills alongside academic knowledge. Starting with marketing. This is a basic course in marketing where students will get the exposure of marketing. The subject gives them a vast and wide insight of the tradition, contemporary aspects in marketing. In grade 12, Ms. Srija will be the learning facilitator who will be assisting our children to understand contemporary marketing tactics and strategies. In NCERT, we do not have a prescribed textbooks. Therefore, the school will use full mark publications as a reference book as our primary resource. A soft copy of study material is available in the CBSE website, and the facilitator will be uploading the same in the Google Classroom once it is created. Also, the students can use some reference books for their better knowledge. So now coming to the syllabus, the Central Board of Secondary Education offers a detailed course structure for the marketing, which we strictly follow. The course is divided into 3 parts. Part A focuses on the employability skill, Part B focusing on the subject-specific skill, and Part C focusing on the practical work. Regarding the examination pattern, the exam will be out of 100 with 60 marks for the theory and 40 marks for the practical. The exam duration is 3 hours and the question paper is divided into 2 sections, part A or section A and section B. Section A will be assessing the employability skill of the student and section B will be evaluating the subject specific skill of the student. And now regarding the annual plan, as per the annual plan followed in ISB, grade 12 syllabus will be completing by the month of October. A combination of part A and part B has been incorporated throughout the monthly schedule. In May, students are expected to focus on the completing their projects. And now moving on to artificial intelligence. As we all know, AI is a discipline in computer science that focuses on developing intelligent machines that can learn and then teach themselves. In this course, the students will develop knowledge, skills, and value to understand AI and its implication for our society and the world, and to use AI to solve authentic problems now and in the future. For grade 12, we have Ms. Oria as the teaching facilitator for the academic year 25-26. Regarding the textbook, like in marketing, we do not have a prescribed textbook from NCERT. So the school will be using the textbook from Meenu Kumar as the first or primary resource. And like marketing, study material is available in the CBSE website, which will be posting by the learning facilitator after creating the Google Classroom. And like all other subjects, artificial intelligence also will be completing by the month of October. In AI, we will be completing the employability skill first, then that facilitator will be moving on the subject-specific skill. And similar to the other subjects, in the month of May, the students are expected to complete their practical work or their project work. The examination will be out of 100 marks with the 50 marks for the theory and 50 marks for the practicals. The duration of examination is 2 hours. And like marketing, the question paper is divided into 2 parts, section A and section B. Section A will be assessing the employability skill of the student, and section B will be assessing the theory or the subject specific skill. And to ensure some good result, we have some action plans from the school side. After completion of each chapter, extra materials and worksheets along with the notes will be uploading in the Google Classrooms. The school requires both students and parents support to adhere to certain action steps. And for the students, timely completion and the physical submission of the assigned worksheet are expected. Establish a daily routine to ensure consistent practice. Attendance for the class test is mandatory, and students must complete their class test and ask doubt to the facilitator if there is an error in your test. Then for parents, ensure that your child complete and submit the assigned worksheet on time. Encourage and support your child in establishing a daily routine for study and practice. Monitor your child's attendance for class test and assist them in identifying and rectifying the mistake after completing each test. Thank you. This is all from the skill subjects.
Thank you, ma'am. Moving forward, I would like to take up the queries from the parent side.
Okay, so good morning, dear parents. We have got few queries. Whether transport facility will be available to reach by 6:50. The time given is between 6:50 to 7. We have checked with the transporters. They reach here by 6:45 at the earliest. So 6:40, 6:45, they are reaching here. So they have assured us that, like they will be reaching before 7 o'clock in the morning.
Need summer holiday details, ma'am.
Yes, this is what we were telling. Like in the month of January, we had released the circular stating the exact date when the summer break will be there. So I would just like to open the circular, and I'll just share this one also. So we had already communicated that summer break for students will be from May 30th to July 22nd. So I can share the screen. So we had already posted in the month of December 11th, 2024, we had posted it on our social media. And in the month of January, we had issued a circular also stating the summer break dates, May 30th, 2025 to July 22nd, 2025. I hope that question is answered.
Yes, ma'am.
And regarding sharing the syllabus, dear parents, last year orientation also we had mentioned, we will be able to share the syllabus 1 month in advance. Even if there is a delay, it will reach you at least by 3 weeks in advance. Students will be getting the syllabus, and we have been very religiously following this practice for all the grades. It's not only for grade 10 and 12. We have been religiously practicing this, like at least 1 month in advance, we give the date sheet. The date sheet is released well in advance, followed by the syllabus. Why there will be a difference or there will be a slight delay by 2 or 3 days is we need some time to know whether we will be able to complete the syllabus. After sharing the syllabus, we don't want to backtrack and cut a sorry figure. So we plan it out well and then we release the syllabus paper. So it is a practice of Indian School Bauscher to release it at least 1 month in advance. You may check the dates, or at least 3 weeks in advance we share it, sir. It is already in practice.
Much appreciated for organizing the orientation program. As a parent, I have a quick input and trust will take it forward in a positive manner.
Thank you, Veena ma'am. I'll take it up. I will take it up. Yes, sir. We will be trying to complete all the practicals. Our science team, Department of Science, our science HOD is all geared up. We will ensure whatever lapses were there in the past, we will be able to address them too. And yes, students are engaged. As mentioned earlier, we have already listed out the major events. This time, the event Sports Day also will get over in the month of August itself. So our students will also be occupied. They will be tracking at every stage to ensure like students are occupied.
Regarding the chemistry study plan, almost all students are attending coaching tuition classes in this institution. They will be following NCERT pattern. For such students attending exam at the school and coaching, their studies will clash and result in extra pressure on students. Request the Department of Chemistry to revise the study plan.
Okay, ma'am, we will take this feedback. We will check it out and we will do the needful.
Is the school planning to have extra class during summer vacation?
This year, we are not planning it because we have received a lot of requests from parents asking them not to conduct even online classes during the summer vacation because most of them are traveling. Sometimes that is the day when they travel, or they're already in India where they are visiting their families and friends. They are not able to attend the online classes. So based on the request from parents, we have decided not to have it. However, we are having classes in the afternoon, and we are confident that we will be able to complete the syllabus by October end. And I have also received feedback regarding grade 10 extra classes. Dear parent, thank you for your feedback. Your child has come to grade 12 now. And probably you are not aware like how we had coached our grade 10 students this year. We had put in a lot of effort pushing even below average children to perform to the best of their abilities. So we are not making it mandatory, but however, we request you to consider putting your child. Later, it should not be your child is not given an opportunity to attend the classes. So it is open to everyone to attend it. There could be parents who are not able to send their children, outside for coaching. So for those students, it will definitely be helpful. And we vouch for the fact that we put in our best efforts for coaching our students. Each one has their own perspective and we respect their perspective. Thank you.
If a child is not appearing for NEET or JEE, do they still need power classes after school or whatever the concerned sessions are? I'm still interested in remedial classes.
Yes, ma'am. 3 days of remedial classes and 2 days of power prep sessions will be conducted. So it is up to the child, up to the parent. Please discuss with your child what is their need and you can make a decision. But from our end, we would mandate every child to attend it. So it is up to you. Thank you. And there was a question which was posted to me on personal window regarding international visit. We are planning for a trip to Georgia. So very soon you will be getting an update. So you can plan it out. Last time we went to Singapore, Malaysia, and we had taken our students to Sunway University. Similarly, this time we will be taking them to a university where they get to, get orientation from the university people itself. I think we have answered all the queries on the chat window.
Yes,
so
thank you so much
parents
for addressing the queries, ma'am. As we come to an concluding session of this orientation program, first and foremost, I extend my heartfelt gratitude to our Honorable Principal Sir, Vice Principal Ma'am, and Head of the Departments and staff members for their unwavering dedication and support in making this program possible. A special thanks to our dear parents. Your presence here today reflects your commitment to your child's education. We appreciate your trust and partnership as we strongly believe that education is a shared responsibility between the school and the home. Thank you once again and have a wonderful day ahead.
Thank you, Veena ma'am. Thank you, dear parents. So tomorrow we will all meet our students at 7 a.m. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, there is a query again, whether school will be issuing certificates. Yes, if the student participates, then we'll be issuing certificates to them. We do recognize, we do acknowledge that it will be helpful for their profile building and university applications. So we'll be issuing certificates.
Ma'am, I have a query, please. Can you clear it, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, I just wanted to know, my son is in a commerce department. Just wanted to know all the subjects like economics, AI, computer science, all these also will be having a remedial class?
Yes, ma'am. We will be having it, but it will not be that frequent because AI is a skill subject. So it may not be, having those many sessions as we allot for the core subjects.
but he's having a doubt. Almost this year, he had a lot of problem with AI and computer science. So will that class be there for extra classes if the kids needed?
Yes, ma'am,
clear
definitely.
their-
We will look into the numbers. We will look into the performance. If the child wants, then our teachers are always available to clarify their doubts. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
But the only request which I have is do bring it to our notice at the right time. Don't wait till October, November. By the time it is too late. So if you have any
sure.
concerns, get in touch with us. We will always be ready to help.
Okay, ma'am. Do we need to inform them priorly, ma'am, like before before in hand to the teachers, concerned teachers, that they need a class?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, they can talk to the teachers directly. Accordingly, the teachers will be arranging sessions.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.